Hey guys, my name is Tracy Ekenavie, and I am one of the speakers for today's webinar. First of all, I want to use this opportunity to thank the host, Mrs. Voke Laimo. Thank you so much for giving me this platform to share my ideas, to share my knowledge, and to also learn from you guys because I know that we will be having a couple of other amazing ladies that will be speaking today. So, yes, I'm definitely excited to learn. First of all, guys, this is probably like the 100th time I have recorded this video. Yeah, it keeps going off, it keeps going off, it keeps going off. I really do hope that this one would stay. I'm going to try my best possible to make this very, very brief so that it doesn't cut off. I do have a couple of points written in front of me. So just in case I am breaking eye contact, I'm trying to get to the point and hit the nail on the head so I can finish this within the allocated time frame. All right, thank you. So before I start, I would like to give a brief introduction about myself. I am originally from Delta State, Nigeria. I live in New York City. I'm an entrepreneur. I am a commercial model, and I am also an up and coming actress. Yes, I do have a full-time job, and my business and my job kind of go hand in hand. And we'll get to that later, when we begin to talk about the topic for today. So today I will be speaking on femininity and the art of all-round elegance, and the practices and how it affects young women of our time today. Okay, so before I get right into it, I want to just define, you know, these two words, femininity and elegance. I know we are definitely familiar with these words. We know what they mean, but I just want to break them down a little bit in my own little term. So for me, femininity is quiet strength. Okay? It's a strength that a woman exhibits, and it's what brings balance in your personal life, in your relationships, in your at your workplace, and in your family, even in your community. Okay, that strength that you have from inside, and it's being projected outside, is what is called femininity. It's more like posture, how you carry yourself. Whereas for elegance, elegance is more about self awareness, elegance is more about class, elegance is more about knowing your worth, and working it. It's more about emotional intelligence, okay? And elegance speaks for you even when you're not talking. All right. Have you ever been in a room where somebody walks in, or maybe like a lady walks in, and everybody's just like staring, like, oh my God, who is this girl? That's elegance right there at work, because you don't have to say anything, right? It's not even about how you look. It's not even about how you dress or whatever. It's just how you carry yourself from inside out and how you're able to let it speak for you. All right. That's elegant. So there's a ton of things I'd like to say today. Like I said, this video I have recorded it 100 times, so I really really want this one to stay. I'm just going to skip a lot of things and go straight into the points that are very particular to me. For femininity, I would like to talk about self-care, self-awareness as a woman, and as a young woman in the society today. The society that we live in today is crazy. It's a lot going out there. It's a jungle out there. I remember growing up as a child, as a teenager, things were a little sane. But at this point, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I feel like society has lost its mind. There's a lot of things going on social media, people glorifying all sorts of things that should be a taboo, and it's just crazy. But yeah, like I said, I'm just going to talk about the self-care aspect of femininity. Okay, so there are three traits of an elegant woman that I've listed out here. The first trait that I have on my list is radiance. All right, how you take care of yourself, how you take care of your mind, how you take care of your body, how you take care of your spirit. It's very important for you to know how to do all of that. We'll talk about that briefly. The second trait is refinement. Refinement in your thoughts, refinement in your habits, refinement in your reactions to other people. This is something that I definitely do practice in my job, and it has helped me a lot. And the third trait is restraint. As a woman, You need to know when to speak, when to pause, when to react, and when not to react. All right. These things are very important that you master them. So, a little backstory on the kind of job that I do. So, I work in the environmental field in New York City. I basically work as an inspector. I inspect people's buildings, people's houses, and apartments for violations. Okay, so basically, I am in and out a lot of apartments. I see people's houses every day. I'm in their bedrooms, I'm in their closets. Yeah, I do all that stuff. It's a male dominated field. I would say it's 98% male dominated. Throughout my 4 year of doing this job, I've only come across two female inspectors, just two. My current company, I'm literally the only female inspector. So you can imagine how I'm able to combine my feminine side with this kind of job that is, mostly male dominated. So yeah, I definitely do a lot of things that I'm going to be, speaking on today that can also help you in your personal life or your day-to-day life, okay? So, how can you embrace your femininity? How can you embrace this lifestyle as a feminine and an elegant woman? The first thing on my list, the first thing that I do every day is to practice what I call stillness, all right? Practicing quiet time, practicing meditation, reflection. It's very important. Personally, I'm an introvert. So if I'm not outside working, I literally am always in my house all the time. I don't go anywhere. It's so hard to get me to go anywhere because I just love my personal time. I just love my quiet space. And like I said, it's so much going out there in the society today that it really breaks my heart to see a lot of like young women just staring in the wrong direction. So absolutely, I do practice stillness. I love my quiet time. I love spending time by myself. It might sound weird, but I do. When I tell this to people, they really do think I'm weird. Like, who spends time alone? I do. I go on solo dates every single time. At least once a week, I take myself out on solo dates. I'm going to restaurants by myself. I'm going to the mall by myself. I see movies by myself. I go shopping I just love my own company. And it's something that I think you should learn to master. Jesus said in the word that you should love your neighbors as you love yourself. So meaning you cannot genuinely or truly practice true love if you don't love yourself first. So you have to learn how to love yourself. You have to learn how to prioritize yourself first. All right. So one of the ways you can also practice quiet times is to listen to peaceful music. I sleep to yoga sounds. I sleep to natural sounds. I sleep to worship music. Okay, I just play that in the background on a very low volume, and I'm just listening to that, and I sleep into that. I don't listen to the kinds of music that they have out there today, like rap, trap, all that stuff. Nah, miss me with all of that. I am a very old soul. I do not indulge in all of that stuff. Absolutely not. All right. So the second point that I have in how you can embrace your femininity, and I'm so sorry if it looks like I'm rushing this, but like I said, I have to get this out. This has to be my last take. Okay. So my second point is to dress in a way that respects you. All right. Not anybody else but you. Dress in the way that you feel comfortable in. Speaking of dressing, it's a lot. It's a lot I can talk about, but it's important that you don't let other people project their insecurities or their opinions on you. You have your own mind. You are your own being, okay? So you need to learn how to project that inward strength outside. I love to I found myself dressing in a certain way this time. I really do like baggy now. I like outfits that are big, that just swallow me up. I don't know, for some reason, it just makes me feel very comfortable. So even in the summer, I'm literally wearing baggy pants. I'm wearing like big shirts. I'm everything big. My shoes are big. It's just what makes me feel comfortable. I don't wear that everywhere, but every day when I go out, you would always catch me in something baggy. Okay, so you look for something that you're comfortable in. Look for your own style. I This is a wig, by the way. Okay, if you're wondering, it's not my hair. It's a wig. However, it's my style. I love it. I love like this hair. I love the afro hair. I do get compliments every single time I have this hair on. Once I step out of my house with this wig on, oh my God, I love your hair. Oh my God, I love your hair. Oh my God, it's different. Okay, it's different. It's like my own signature hairstyle, even though I do have like a pixie cut underneath. This is something that I always love to just throw on here and there once in a while because it makes me feel elegant in my own, skin. So, um, self-care. Let's talk about self-care. What do you do for self-care? There's a lot of things that you could do, a lot of things that I do that I would recommend. Okay, taking care of yourself is broad, but you can narrow it down, and you don't have to break a bank to be able to take care of yourself. Number one, you need to learn how to feed your mind. Okay, I mentioned before that the things that you listen to, the videos you watch on TV, the people that you surround yourself with, there are times and seasons for everything. There are seasons where you'll feel really happy. There are seasons where you feel down. I don't want to use the word depressed because that's not the right word. But when you find yourself in these kinds of seasons, what do you do? In seasons where I feel down, there are specific things that I listen to. There are specific contents that I consume. There are specific videos I just scroll past. Like I don't want to consume this right now because it's not good for my mental health. I'm very particular about the things that I feed my mind with. Okay? How do you feed your mind? What do you feed your belly with? What kinds of food do you eat? Because if you're talking about elegance, like I said, it's an inner strength that is being projected outside, right? So you have to be careful and mindful of the things that you put into your body because your face is like a mirror. Your face is the mirror of your inside. So if things are not going right inside, 100% you would see it on your face. 100%. I do invest in skincare. I am a lover of skincare. I will break a bank for skincare. I'm not a makeup person at all. I probably wear makeup once a year, maybe when I'm going for an event, but I'm definitely a lover of skincare. I love, love, love. I have a ton of skincare that I even actually give out people. I give out skincare to a lot of people, and I do prioritize my skin. I hydrate. I take care of my physical health. I recently just got a fitness trainer. I used to think I was fit because of the nature of my job. I'm always active. I'm always moving. 10,000 steps a day is not a problem for me because I usually exceed that. So I thought I was healthy, not until I got a fitness trainer. And when I started training, I realized that, wow, my muscles have been very weak. I can't even do the simplest workout move because everything was just weak. But I'm working my way up there. So it's one of the ways I take care of myself, and it has also helped me mentally, And I I'm a lover of perfumes. I love fragrances. I love fragrances. I love fragrances. I buy perfumes at least once a week. I know it's a lot, but I do that because it's my signature. I have specific things that I do, and and those are my signature. Every single day, and I'm talking about every single day I step outside, I have people asking me, "What are you wearing? Oh my God, you smell nice. Oh my God, I just love it. It makes me feel good, right? It makes me feel good about myself. So it's something that I have learned to invest in. And I just, every time I go to my office, right? And if I don't meet my manager on sit, once I step out, I get a call or a text message from him asking, "Hey, did you come to the office today?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" It's like, "Because I can smell you." Yeah, people can smell me. That's an achievement. I don't know about you, but that's an achievement. So I just really love to take care of my physical health. I prioritize on that. Like I said, it's more like a lifestyle for me, and some of the things that I do that helps me feel better about myself. Okay, so surround yourself with elegant people. Surround yourself with people that have feminine energy. This might sound a little weird, but surround yourself with people who are better than you. Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to surround yourself with people that you're better than because that way you don't have room to grow. If you are the best person in the room, I promise you, you are not making progress. I do know somebody, actually, this person is very close to me, that loves to surround themselves with people that they are better than. They just literally handpick these people, you know, from a specific class because they always want to dominate. They always want to lead these people and look like the better one now. That's you setting yourself up for failure. I specifically look for people that are better than me in different ways, and I hang around these people, you know. These are the people that I make my friends because I'm learning every day to be a better person, right? So you have to learn how to do that, right? And you also have to learn how to love yourself. Love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, or else you would find yourself looking for love from the wrong places. And this is one of the reasons why some relationships don't work, because a lot of women go into relationships for the wrong things. They're going into relationships seeking validation or seeking love from somebody when they're supposed to be loving themselves first. I don't have to look for a man to take me out on a date because, like I said, I go out on dates by myself. You know, I could just be on TikTok and I see these fancy restaurants and be like, oh, I want to go there. Boom. I call, make a reservation, go there, do my thing, and I'm out. I'm also not a social media person, so I'm not here posting stuff or trying to prove to the world that, hey, I'm here, I'm alive, I'm living a good life. No, I do it for myself. You know, I do it for my mental health. All right. So I'm not going to tell you how to go about your daily life, but I'm definitely going to say that you should prioritize self-care, prioritize taking care of yourself. So lastly, I would like to say that you should know your worth and walk in it. You're worthy. Every day, you would always be worthy. You are a creation of God. You are an intentional creation. You know, speaking of creation, I have really heard a lot of people talk about, you know, the creation of man, Adam and Eve, and how God created Eve out of Adam and how Eve was like an afterthought. I personally do not believe that the woman was an afterthought. Because if you say that God just said, let's create something else, you know, how about we just experiment? It doesn't make him omniscient, because we know that we do serve an omniscient God, a God that's all-knowing. He knows the end from the beginning. So if you're telling me that God knows the end from the beginning, how didn't he know that at some point he was going to create the woman? So the woman was an intentional creation. You're special. All right? We are more like an embellishment in this world. God created the entire heaven and earth. He created man. He created all the animals, everything in this world. And then he brought us out. What does that mean? As a woman, you're not supposed to stress. As a woman, you are not built for suffering in any way, shape, or form. You're supposed to learn how to love yourself. You're supposed to learn how to love your Lord. Very important. Before you start